Nushan 896. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do our best to win a game. I don't know if I've won recently. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't actually know. We're going to take here, we're going to let him bring his queen out. Bringing the queen out super early, maybe good, maybe bad. Should we bring our queen out? Probably not. I think that's actually a bad idea. Let's put some pressure on the queen. See where he goes after we do that. Here is bad. Here would be interesting. We probably, well, we can just take, yeah, he just runs away. He's just gonna run away like a little baby. That's cool. We can put some pressure on this pawn. If he moves here, we take. So we're actually gonna be able to develop a little bit more than I kind of thought we would. So that's good. That's a big W. We could go here. If he takes, I take. I don't mind that. We could also get up here. That could be pretty cool. And then what? What from there? I don't actually know. I'm a little bamboozled right now. I've just fallen so behind. I had a week's worth of videos ready to go, and then I really started to fall behind after getting back from my vacation. So the videos for the next few days are going to be just these games, maybe some bots, playing against some bots and stuff. I've got some stuff in the works, some ideas, some bigger ideas that are going to take a little bit longer, not just to record, but to also kind of like finalize. I don't mind falling back. And if he decides to take, we open up the rook. So I don't actually hate that. We do end up doubling the pawn, but whatever. I'm not going to be castling on this side anyways. What does he want to do here? If he goes here, he's going to look to take. If I go, here doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's castle and just see what we get out of this. If he jumps over here, then maybe we just, okay, so he's going to take, we're going to open up. We've got the rook open now, which I don't dislike at all. So he could go here or here. Here doesn't really bother me because I can take with this. Here also doesn't bother me. Here would be really dumb. Here is kind of dumb. I could go up here now with this. If he goes here, he's threatening these. I could go up here. I could push this. I don't know. Let's do something like this, maybe. Something like that, maybe. It's kind of interesting. We'll see where he goes. I don't imagine he takes the pawn to open this up. I don't imagine he goes here. Here, maybe. We just move the queen over. Center game accepted, normal variation. That's what we're playing right now. The center game accepted. So, all right, he decides to push this. Could go here. Could offer check. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, let's just go here. Seems normal, seems fine. If he decides to push here, we just take. Okay. He wants to take, I could take, brings queen out most likely. Could also just like jump back over here, jump over here. Here could be interesting. Here is interesting because we can attack this. Here I don't hate either. Let's do that. I don't hate it. If he does end up moving this knight, then kind of depending on what he's attacking, maybe not great, actually, now that I'm looking at that. Okay, he doesn't attack, so that's good. I could throw a fork on this and break up his structure. He could also attack with that. I don't hate, I'd really like to get my queen out. Even moving this up, if he takes, then I get to take. Let's do that. If he takes, then I definitely take. If he takes, then I take. And then if he takes, I take. Probably not what is gonna happen, but you know, we can dream. I'm a bit of a dreamer. When playing chess, I like to have my head up in the clouds and hope. Hope is one of the worst things that you can have while you're playing chess. At least that's a quote I've heard. I don't even know who I heard that from, but you're not supposed to hope. Hoping is bad. Hoping that the person you're playing against is bad, not a viable strategy, it turns out. So he moves his queen up, maybe trying to push something over here to threaten my queen. I could threaten, this is no good. If I take and he comes here, I could trade queens. If I take and he takes, it's not like the best. I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. I think we're gonna take this just to start, and we still have some options. If I don't want to do the queen trade, I don't have to. He's got 2 options here with this knight, but I think if he moves this knight, it's probably not good. What is his plan with this? Because now I can go here. I could go there. Could also go here. I could also, if I go here, I'm gonna end up defending, and my queen here is putting a lot of pressure on everything. You know, push over here, take some pawns out. I could also go up here. That doesn't make a lot of sense. This is kind of interesting. We could also just move over here. Maybe we do that. Let's put some pressure on him with the rook. We're using a lot of time. I'm thinking about potential ideas or things that could happen. This I don't love, but I just take with the king. And then if he moves over here, I defend. I think that makes the most sense. If he goes here, there's no threat. I probably don't even take with a pawn. I mean, I should take with a pawn, but it would be kind of weird. Okay, I could take with this. I could threaten with this. I could threaten with this. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. If I take, he's got up 2. I have nothing. Don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I could do this, but queen just takes. He's got like such a pretty solid structure right now that I'm not loving. Here is interesting. It does defend this, but if he does that, then it kind of pins me. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I don't know if it's good or not, but this has been open the entire game and I've done nothing. So might as well activate this little guy. Might as well activate him. Go here. Threaten this. I don't hate that. Queen coming over here probably doesn't make a lot of sense for him. Could also do this. Stops a few things happening. We're not out of this by any means. We're up by a pawn, which is pretty good. I just don't like, he has so much control over the center of the board. I'm not playing scared, but it's just difficult for me to kind of know where I should be going. Like, this is interesting. This doesn't do much for me. Like, there's just not a lot of spots for me to go, it feels like. I could go here. If I go down here, he's not gonna move this, most likely. I could do this, and then if he decides to take, let's do that. He's not gonna take, but it does put pressure on this. If he takes, he's got a fork on this, so I'm actually also not gonna take, but it's kind of like a psyop. I want him to see this, but then I can move my pawn up. That's the real idea. The real meta right now is moving the pawn up to threaten. Then if he moves, he can move here, I can take, here I can't take. Oh, he decides to take, okay. So now I can activate my queen. I activate my queen. If he moves here, yeah, no, this is good because I'm threatening this with this. If he moves here, I just move down. So I'm triple protecting this knight. Not triple protecting, but double protecting with the queen and the rook. Okay, so he's gonna threaten this. I need to move, but I could just move to where? I could, I mean, man, taking this is so tempting, but I don't have a dark bishop. This is okay. And basically anywhere he goes now, unless he just goes back to where he was. Okay, interesting. He's gonna get this. Interesting. I did not see that coming, I'll be completely honest. That kind of blew my mind that he just did that. This makes the most sense for him now. I don't know if he'll do that, but it does make the most sense. Unless if he does something like this, maybe. But I protect this. Like if he wants to attack my king, this makes the most sense. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say it would actually be very strange not to do that. Here I don't mind. Here I don't mind, but we don't really want to offer any trades now that we have kind of lost the sauce on this. We're getting kind of bullied right now, actually. Okay, let's do this. So if he takes, I can take. I'm not losing every pawn at my. Oof. Not liking pretty much any of this, actually. Not liking pretty much any of what's going on. Pretty brutal. Okay, so he does that. I can just take. Cool. Thank you, sir, for basically evening up the material. That worked for me. I can do this. Reprotect. If he wants to take, I will just take. If he does this, it's a little bit more scary. It is a little bit more scary if he does that. Okay, putting me back into check. Could do that. That's dumb. Can go over here again. We're going up instead of down if he puts me back into check with this. I really feel like he should try doubling this up because as soon as he does this and takes, I'm not taking and I can't take with the king. So that's what he should be doing, but he's not. So I'm thankful for that right now. Okay, what is happening here? I can just put him into check and I'm gonna trade. If I do this, it's not even, but it's better. One queen and one bishop. Do I want to do this? If I take, he takes, but then I can start moving some stuff kind of into other areas. I think I have to do that. I think it just makes the most sense to do that. I think that made the most sense to do. And then when he moves to take here, I move up here, threatening this bishop. Okay, so he's gonna run. I'm gonna go here, still protecting. So if he decides to bring his queen in, we're good. I could come like this way, start attacking. His king is screwed on the back rank if he moves his queen out. Okay, so he is not dumb. That's nice to see. I could do this, protected. So forcing him to move yet again. We're not even on time, but we're getting more even on time. Almost even on material too. I mean, not a horrible game. I feel like we had a bit of a comeback. It was a little sketchy, kind of the middle game there, but bit of a comeback, not gonna lie. I don't mind this. We're not taking this, but queen is pretty restricted. So if we do something like this, if he moves over here to protect the pawn, then we get the bishop for free. He might move here. Here we just take. Oh, he moves up. Okay. Interesting. Now we can do this and threaten this, which then gives us bishop. I also don't mind that. He could take here. Then we take. Yeah. Don't hate it still. His queen is still like pretty locked up. So if I do this. Wait, this is just free now. He just let that hang. Okay. Easy. Super easy. We could do this. What do we do here? So he wants to take this. He wants to take this, which is fine. If I move here, he takes and then I take, and it's not going to be passed. There's no passed pawn then. So he takes, I take. Yeah, I think this is all making sense so far still. We're good. Well, I'm not panicking yet. I'm close, but I'm not panicking yet. Yeah, I think this was his idea, but now I just get rid of the pawn. It's not going to be passed. If he moves here, I take. If he moves here, I take. Okay, so he's doing this, but I can move here. I'm also protecting this. Let's do this. If he decides to take, I just take queen. Oh, GG's. Oh my goodness. It has to feel so bad. Yeah, instant resign. It has to feel so bad when your queen gets taken by the king, the most powerful piece getting taken out. Oh, I feel bad for him. I want to give this guy a hug. Oh no. I'm back in the saddle. I'm feeling pretty good playing the last few days. Hopefully over the next week or so, I will get more confident. I'm going to be learning some more openings, techniques. I'm really trying to improve while playing with the limited amount of time I can actually dedicate to strictly studying, because I really enjoy playing the games and analyzing them and reviewing them. I'm going to get better. I am getting better. I'm sitting in the low to mid 600s now as opposed to below 600. So incremental progress is happening. Really appreciate you guys hanging out for the journey. If you liked this video and you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. I upload a new chess video every single day here. If you liked this one a lot, drop a like on the video. It helps the video out, helps the channel out, helps more people find the content, and I would really appreciate it. With all that out of the way, thank you guys for watching this one. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.